Agatha All Along, the brand new Disney show that is a WandaVision spin-off, and when Marvel announced that they're making this show, a lot of people were like, what's the point of it? Like, sure, Agatha was a popular character, but maybe she was better as a side character. Maybe, I get it, the song was popular, but it's not going to move forward to the MCU. The larger story, which at the time before it was Kang, now it's Doctor Doom. Like, what's the point of the show? Which my point of view is, the point of the show is give you a good show, but it feels like a cash grab. Every movie and TV show in cinematic history is a cash grab. It's a business. The job of a business is to make money. So it's always a cash grab. But I was like, look, new Marvel show, give it a shot. I mean, I kind of watch every Marvel MCU show to the end anyway. The only one I haven't is Echo. Just couldn't. Echo, that's the only one I kind of tapped out over. But I have seen every single MCU show to the end. So I was like, look, I'm going to check this show. I'm going to watch all 7 weeks of this, because we got a 2-episode premiere and also a 2-episode finale. But I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a shot. And I just finished episode 1, which is titled The Seekest, Though the Road. And with the social media reactions came in, a lot of people said episode 1 would be very slow. It would be a slow beginning to the show. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of curious why that be. Maybe just setting up the groundwork and all that type of stuff before we hit the ball rolling. And then episode 1 started, I was like, oh, okay. This is a WandaVision situation, where what was the first episode of WandaVision? It was about just watching an episode of a 50s sitcom starring WandaVision. This is kind of the same thing. It is his True Detective starring Agatha Harkness. That's what most of this episode is, and her studying a murder and trying to figure out. So she's investigating a murder that's in the middle of a forest, and it's a Jane Doe. She's trying to figure out who this Jane Doe is. Of course, if you figure that, I could figure out who this Jane Doe was in 5 seconds, but she's trying to start who is this Jane Doe, and the more and more happens, the more she realizes, wait, I'm not in this reality. What, like, she's in this interrogation room. She's interrogating a character. I don't want to hit spoilers. And then she is and sees and telling the guy she's asking questions, saying, look at the crime photos, look at the crime photos, and that person's like, it's all flowers. There's no dead body whatsoever. It's nothing but flowers, photos of flowers, and or like the big mirror, the one side mirror in a interrogation room is about in an interrogation room. It's just a picture of like some random painting, and since she started to slowly realize, oh, I'm being under the spell. Of course, in WandaVision at the end, she does. She's under a spell from Wanda, and because Wanda's dead from the events of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the powers are starting to creep out, and trying to essentially say, you can get out of this spell. You can get out of it now. Wanda's gone. So, and the Darkhold's gone along with her. Just, you can get out of the spell. And the transition was kind of cool. I won't lie. The big transition thing where she's just going through all the WandaVision selves, from like the black and white 50s, from the 60s, from the 70s, from like all these other versions that we saw her, in WandaVision. I was like, that is cool. That is awesome. That's I thought that's a good transformation for her getting out and realizing, oh my god, I'm out of the spell. I thought that's a good mold of it. But I get it. If you're not into if you're expecting like Agatha Harkness, wrecking some fools in like the first episode. I get it. I get it. If that's your expectation, yeah, you're going to be like, oh god, when is it going to pick up? When is it going to pick it? This is slow. This is what? Come on, give me something. And in reality, this is like, hey, let's do WandaVision with Agatha, 4 episodes. Let's just do True Detective with some like dialogue that would fit inside a law or a CSI with like puns and that, or like like you would normally see dialogue in like a network television show versus HBO. Dialogue that you wouldn't fit into the other comic show that's coming out tomorrow. That's also a HBO show. Like, even though you had some dialogue, I went a little bit, but it's a parody. It's meant to be a parody. It's not meant to be serious. It's a 1 episode thing. But now we know. But when she's out of that spell, there's humor. There's the whole thing. She's just in the suite, walking naked, and doesn't give a crap if people see, knows her naked, and like the neighbors like, put some clothes on, and she's like flying away, so pushes clothes away when people are trying to cover her up. There's a lot of humor there. Nudity can be funny. Body parts are funny. Nudity's funny. Gen Z. Learn some sense of humor. Jesus. But yeah, I'm intrigued with finding out okay, this is the story now, which is she has no powers. There's a bunch of people who are looking to kill her because from the centuries of what she has been doing, it has her life, what she's been doing after her life, and people are looking to kill her, to kill her. So now she's offending. She needs to defend herself, and Mike is trying to get her powers back. And out through the remaining 8 episodes, she will slowly gain powers and gain her powers out through maybe a little bit here. So to the point, maybe by episode 8 or episode 9, she's fully unleashed. She's fully Agatha's fully unleashed. But I mean, the performances are great. I mean, mainly Catherine Hahn and Audrey Plaza, who plays Rio, who's a warrior, like a witch warrior, and that. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, I haven't seen episode 2. While you're listening to this, I'll be watching episode 2 when I finish doing this recording. But yeah, I'm for the first episode, and knowing that it's like, okay, we're doing the WandaVision thing, and now in episode 2, episode 2 will probably now push the story forward. I don't know. It's a solid good episode. It's a solid good episode. Anyway, if you've seen the show or seen the episode, comment below. Let me know your thoughts.